What's up guys, welcome back for another Yugioh Pro Duel video. I wasn't expecting this, well, I was expecting more Orcust support after their video yesterday with, yesterday Konami revealed a new Exceed monster for Orcust being the Ingrisu. Leads to level 8, but you can just special summon it to the field if you use a Link monster, and that Link monster needs to be any Orcust Link monster. So that's basically one of your key boss monsters now, since it's so easy to get on the field and it has multiple very solid effects, and it lets you recycle your banished Orcust monsters by just attaching them to its Exceed materials. And of course, as you know, it also has that Zenmane's protection effect and more, right? Like popping stuff together with Rusty Bardic being the PK Link monster. The PK, yeah, Rusty Bardic is basically an Orcust monster in disguise. Things go together. Change the build a lot, right? Dropping it down to 42 cards. I want to cut it down to 40, like small danger engine, but drop the Dark Warrior part since this new trap. This card is insane. It's like, imagine, it's basically an Infernity Barrier for Orcust. So you need like an Orcust Link monster on the field, which, let's face it, it's not that hard, but it's something to keep in mind. And the second effect is Konami decided to give this Infernity/Orcust Barrier a graveyard effect as well, basically a ROTA effect. Like, imagine Inferniti's getting, or having Infernity Barrier and its graveyard effect like banishing itself to search something. Like how insane is that? It doesn't make sense, right? Why make this card so good? Then again, I'm not really sure if I want to maximize this card. Orchestrated Climax, the barrier. I think 2 is fine, since you can just search it with your Galatia, the link to. So 42 cards, very straightforward, right? Triple Ibli. Ibli is such an insane card. It's basically a one card Gumblar for 3 or 4, depending on which cards you have in your hand. Calamaties as well, the rank 9 with the PK rank up spell card. Rusty Bardic with Fogblade. Let's not forget, after that you pass your opening move. And during your opponent's turn, thanks to the Babel field spell from Orcust, you can get more searches during your opponent's turn and, trigger Gumblar as well. It's insane. It's insane. So again, normal summon, your Ibli and put your opponent, give your opponent the Ibli, prevent them or focus or force them only for link summoning, and this is the setup you want to go to. Summon Sorceress, very important, going for a Reborning Jality, and this is one option. The first option here is you want to go for Calamities during your own turn. I don't prefer this option, it depends on your hands, but now the advantage of this one is that you can go for Calamities during your own turn, and by doing this is you're not using your first Jality, your link to overlay for the rank 8, but now, eventually go for Rusty Bardic as well, and upon the Exceed summon, you trigger Rusty Bardic, popping your own rank 8, your rank 8 Exceed. It will detach itself or detach something, no materials, and then you can just use your rank up spell card. But again, this is only because if you want to go for your first turn Calamities. Advantage of this is, of course, first turn Calamities, since the other option, as you will see in a couple of moments, as you know, the rank up PK spell card can only be used during your opponent's main phase. So you have to wait on your opponent to act and go for Calamities during their turn. So there are some disadvantages of this combo. The second combo is something I prefer much more, and the small difference here, as you'll see in a couple of moments, this is the same. Going for your Mermaid, right? Special summon level 3, going for Summon Sorceress, that's all the same. Special Summon Jality, special summon the World Scepter. This is the difference. Going for the Exceed, going for another link to special summon your level 4. So again, basically recycling your banished card, setting up during your opponent's turn, thanks to Babel. Insane card, by the way. Again, going for Rusty Bardic, searching the, Brigadine, important since you want to trigger Gumblar during your own turn as well. And pass with 2 cards in hand, very important if you want to discard 2 from your opponent. And here is something I talked talked about, you have to wait during your opponent's turn until the main phase. Well, for the rank up spell card, I mean, you can use the Orcust banish effect from the grave, like during your standby phase to trigger Gumblar, but that's something well, it's up to you, right? Do you want to wait and potentially give your opponent the option to use monster effects or set cards before you use Gumblar, or, you know, just standby phase, special summon something, and after that you can just rank up during their main phase? And as you know, going for your Dark Exceed being Calamities, and Calamities triggers your Rusty Bardic popping something. So again, insane combos. And let's not forget, this is just, well, turn 3, but now turn 2, you know. And you can just recycle everything again making sure you have your level 3 back in your graveyard to start reborning, especially during your opponent's turn. And thanks to Babel, the field spell, you can use your Jollity during your opponent's turn as well, and just search your Infernity Barrier. You cannot use it the turn you search it, but I mean, it's basically just setting up for next turn. And I mean, how insane was that? It didn't really matter in the long run, but it's just showing that you have the option, right? Searching double Fog Blades, the Infernity Barrier, and still having Calamities on the field, still having Rusty Bardic, Boral Sword, or, well, you know, you can still keep your I mean, your Gumblar on the field. It's insane how much potential, or the ceiling, or high seal, yeah, it's learn to English, but I mean, it's basically just an insane deck, right? It does have a couple of weaknesses, so the build definitely needs some tweaking, but as you saw here in the extra deck, there is, what is it called, Format Skipper, and the new search card for Cybers, which is Signet Mining, which, you know, needs this card to search Ibli, for example. You know, just normal summon Ibli or normal summon Format Skipper, that's the name, right? And then you can make that one card Shenanigans play, as you saw in the first two duels. I mean, that doesn't make sense. It's so strange, right? Anyway, so yeah, definitely testing against Salamangreats, right? They are very similar. Salamangreats got an Infernity Barrier as well, right? With our, I thought is it Roar? Not really sure about the correct name, but it seems very similar. I mean, Orcust is indeed very similar to Salamangreat. I mean, the main goal of Salamangreat is to, as you know, recycle your what's it called, the Armageddonite. You know which one I mean. I forgot its name. You know which one I mean, right? Just keep recycling it during your own turn, and then, you know, just use its special summoning effect, get some more searches, and just keep recycling your stuff from your graveyard back to your hands. Same for their Link 2, their Wolf, getting back those spells, the Salamangreat spells. Well, Orcust is basically the same. As you see, thanks to your Nightmare, Mermaid, etc., you can instantly go for that one copy of your level, is it level 7 Nightmare? I think it's the level 7 Nightmare, and then, you know, with its Foolish Burial effect, pretty much set up everything again. I mean, it's again so insane, and this new rank 8 helps with that. Just recycling your banished Orcust monsters, it just helps out, right? Basically setting up for next turn, and their field spell, Babel, it's the fact that it lets you play during your... It's not once per turn, so you can just play during your opponent's turn as well. You just have to make sure you just recycle to your level 4 and level 3. What's it called? Your... it's not Nightmare, but you know which one I mean. You know, the level 4 and level 3 Orcust monster, and then, you know, thanks to Babel, just use them during your opponent's turn, getting more searches, more pluses, and as you know, you can just reborn like your rank 8, pop something with Rusty Bardic, attach something, or pop something as well. I mean, this is not fair. How is this fair? Anyway, so getting, you know, some PK shenanigans, going for Jollity again, triggering the Nightmare, yeah, basically some extra special summons, right, making sure that I had a level 3 set, since here my thought process was, I was like, okay, I can go for game, right, but I completely overlooked the Link 1 in the graveyard, so I can't go for game, so I probably just should have attached the level 3 from my banished pile to the, yeah, my Exceed here, my rank 8 Exceed Orcust monster, since obviously I can't attack for a game, but most importantly, well, it doesn't really matter. I do have an Infernity Barrier set, a Fogblade set, and there is a potential of me for going for Calamities if, well, you know, my rank 8 Exceed has no material. So draw a Call by the Grave, okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter that much. Going use Climax doesn't really matter, right? But it's insane. The build definitely needs work. I'm still running a couple of danger cards for the most obvious reasons. Giving you extra darks on the field opens up more link plays, right? But again, yeah, feel free to leave feedback. Mainly Climax, do I need 2 copies? Maybe 1 copy, since early turn it might be a dead card. But yeah, format skipper, Signet mining, maybe a second field spell, the Babel, a second copy since it's so important. But again, yeah, like always, feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.